Hello everyone, just wanted to share with you my experience in setting up the Ronin-S gimbal with the Sony A6500 and the Sony 18x105 lens and all of the accessories that you might need in order to make this setup work. As you can see, there is quite a lot of things going on here, and you can see also that it works. The gimbal is stabilized, so it works. Then if you click on record, you actually get stuff to be filmed. And then with the new cable, you can also get the lens to zoom in and zoom out, which is literally the cable came in this morning. And there might be some settings that you will have to change in order for your selection of the lens to work with the zoom feature. I know this is not the same as focusing, so hopefully DJI will help us out with the next update, but that's what we got now. So to get the focusing wheel, or at this point it's a zoom in wheel, to work, as well as the shutter button, and you will need to purchase the new cable that Sony released recently. It's an MCC multi Sony supporting cable. It's only like a micro USB cable, that's all it is, but the only way to make this work is that I got this cable from B&H. It was on a back order status for the longest time, but so first of all, balancing. There's a lot of videos online detailing how to properly balance your camera, and if you follow literally like any of them, you can set up your camera really fast. It doesn't take much. So you can see if you point it upwards, it stay upwards. If you point it downwards, it stays downwards. Other than the cables, there's also like stuff going on here. So you can see I have a lens support because this is a pretty beefy lens. This might be too much. I mean, I don't know if it's necessary or not, but I felt like it wouldn't hurt. So you can see here that I have this extra platform so that I can actually attach the lens support to it. This is only necessary because the lens support is not tall enough. As you can see, the original mounting hole is a little bit lower, and I couldn't use it for this support. The DJI actually released a longer lens support, which would actually allow me to substitute this one with that one and get rid of this RS004 extension. So I'm thinking about doing that soon, and that it's not gonna make any difference, except it's gonna be, the whole system will get a little lighter. Then I also added a quick release plate here, and since I have an Oben tripod, I decided to go with the Oben quick release, and I can demonstrate that to you in a second. You can take off the camera pretty easily, and this is how the Oben quick release looks like. So you can see that the original DJI plate stays in its own place, so don't have to mess with that one, and then you can easily install the camera now on the tripod. Just like that. So it's exactly the same kind of plate, except that plate has a tripod head, and that's a fairly nice tripod, by the way. You just stick it in, you screw it in, and now it's supported. So that's a quick and nice way of doing this. Also, as you can see, I have a special support attached to the Ronin. This will allow me to distribute Ronin's weight a little bit better. This is made of metal. It's a very good quality, I like it. The inside of it is covered with the soft materials so that you don't damage your Ronin as you're using this. It came with this harness, whatever, which has a nice nylon, I think, or the rubbery nylon material here, which is very stretchy, so that should distribute the weight fairly nicely, but I feel like this is this is from the laptop bag. I use this for my camera primarily, but I feel like it's also good enough to support this whole Ronin-S setup. You can just attach that here. And what's nice about it, you can lock it. So I'll try it. I'll see if it works. Now to the fun part, the screen. So this screen is made by the company called FEELWORLD. I'm not sure if the company like that actually exists or whatever, but it's a 4K screen. And to connect the screen, all you'll need is the HDMI to a micro HDMI cable, and you can find them in a super thin configuration, which is very nice. Like when you actually use the gimbal, the cable just moves out of the way. It doesn't get caught much. It doesn't put too much stress on the gimbal motors. So I feel like that cable actually works well. The screen comes with a sun hood, so which is easily removable, just like that, and also collapsible. All of the important information has been displayed, as you can see. All of the settings, like when you click on the button on the camera, all the settings pop up on this screen. So the screen doesn't get doubled, as some people were asking. You will only get a screen here, which I don't see a problem. Then the screen comes with the standard cold shoe mount, and you can easily use this on your Ronin-S, but it doesn't give you much flexibility in orientation. But this will have to be attached to the cheese plate. I think it's called cheese plate. But this has a bunch of threads of different sizes, and this allows you to install a screen with no issues, and extra accessories like microphones and stuff. But as I said, that's not that flexible, so it limits the ways you can orient your screen. So I had to go with this SmallRig ball extension, I think, which is nice because you can loosen it up a little bit and then reorient your screen any way possible, which is pretty neat. To install this cheese plate, you can use one of these hex keys that come with the Ronin-S itself, or they were kind enough to send me the hex key in their package, so that was cool. All you gotta do with the hex key, you have to unscrew the focusing wheel, and that only takes two bolts, very easy. And as you can see, I positioned my focusing wheel on the right side. To install the focusing wheel on the other side, you'll have to uninstall the plate that covers the connectors, this one. So you unscrew these two, you screw these two, and then you can install the cheese plate. Once that is installed, you can just screw in easily an extension for the screen, and then that allows you to connect the whole screen with no issues. An important thing to note here is that the screen comes with no battery. You'll have to buy these separate batteries, which are fairly affordable, and they come in a 2-pack with the charger, so they're pretty big. I think each one of these can last like almost 6 hours. I'll have to double check, but I think it is. And then what's interesting about this screen is that it comes with this battery plate, which you have to install yourself before you can continue. So they give you limitless possibilities when it comes to sources of power for the screen, because you can substitute this one with almost any other battery plate you want, which is kind of cool. So just another look at all of the parts of the setup itself. I think it looks pretty good, and cables kind of stick out a little bit. I was thinking of getting the cable that is like winded and springed and stuff, but these ones are much lighter, and so far whenever you have to operate, they just follow, they don't get tangled too much, so I think it's okay for now at least. It's a heavy setup, but I feel like you can get used to it. I mean, Sometimes you'll have to use two hands because it gets tired. Your hands will get tired pretty soon, but with the new harness, I think it's gonna be a little bit easier. So I hope you will like this. I hope this will help all those people who are trying to figure out their setups. And, as I said, I'll post the links or the names of all of the accessories that might be helpful to you. Thank you for watching.